Hello, this is Tristan from heartratemonitor.co.uk, and this is my 10-minute review of the Garmin Forerunner 235. The 235 is a GPS runner's watch with built-in heart rate on the back, using Garmin's Elevate technology to pick up the heart rate off the wrist. Okay, first thing I just will say, you'll notice during this review that sometimes I do get a bit of flare there from my lamp. The 235 has a great display, but it's sometimes at the wrong angle. Like there, you can see it gets a bit dark. If I turn it just to the right angle, it's brilliantly sort of self-illuminating. It does have a backlight, as you can see there, but it's not as good as getting the watch at the right angle. Okay. So the 235 is aimed at runners. It's identical to the 230 apart from the fact that it has the Elevate technology on the back to give you heart rate. It's water resistant to 5 atmospheres, so it's fine to swim in and shower in, but it's only designed to give training feedback for 4 sports profiles that I'll go into later, mainly running, cycling and other. Okay, so main display, we can obviously see time of day, date, battery and Bluetooth logo. That's because I'm currently connected to my Android phone in using the Garmin Connect app. A simple operation, 2 buttons here, up and down. This button is a back button and this button is like a forward button. So let's just go through some of the main features. So down, heart rate. Obviously that's not my heart rate. If I put my finger there, it probably will start to read my heart rate because it is that good. That gives you, this thing here is the watch throughout the day monitors your heart rate, so it's really good at building up a picture of your resting heart rate. And resting heart rate, if you've not done much training yourself, it's a great metric to measure, and everybody should know their resting heart rate. It's a good indicator of when you're overtrained or undertraining. If I press this top button and go more into detail, I can see my resting heart rate, average resting heart rate over the last 7 days. The peak on Sunday, long training ride on a Saturday, and go out for a late night Saturday night, a meal and a few beers, means I'm tired on Sunday. Thus the elevated resting heart rate, but luckily fully recovered by the Monday and ready to start my normal sort of light training on the Monday, Tuesday. So 4-hour review there, something I found really good, and probably the biggest leap forward in Garmin's sort of day-to-day general training feedback. I think it's a great feature. It's an activity tracker, so as you can see here on the main display, this red bar here is my moveometer. I don't know if that's a proper word, but it tells you that I haven't moved for nearly an hour. Once that gets full, like it very nearly is, then it will bleep at me and tell me it's time to move. The blue bit at the top tells me I'm 43% through achieving my daily target, which is to 6,600 steps. Obviously I'd spend most of my time sitting down at the computer. If I had a outdoor job, not a sedentary job, it might be a lot higher. And then the bottom left tells me I've walked 1.4 miles, I think it is, and burnt 1,720 calories. Right on cue, it's flashing at me now telling me it's time to move, and you can have both a visual and an audible and a vibrator alert telling you when it is time to move. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, and you can see on the front there, it's also flashing at me, telling me it's subtly it's time to move. Okay, because it's connected via Bluetooth to my phone, it's got access to my main diary events, and it's getting the weather forecast from the Garmin Connect IQ. I get a hourly and also a daily summary there. That's great. There you go. There's smart notifications, smart media from my mate Paul telling me we're good to go for a bike ride later on. So I don't have to cover that now. That works. Back again. So calendar, Garmin Connect IQ, weather forecast, and these are my main Bluetooth smart controls, so I can turn off smart notifications, put do not disturb on if I want to, Bluetooth on and off. Find my phone, it will just use the Bluetooth signal to locate your phone and synchronize the data. Okay, so they're the main there you go, they're the main functions and features you'll see from the home screen. So the next thing to look at is what you'll see in exercise mode. I'm going to split this out into 2 videos actually, because YouTube's got a limit, and also it's a bit more user friendly if I split it into 2. So in this video we've talked about the main front display. You can change the displays, and if I remember how to do it, here we go. You can download the different displays from the Garmin IQ. So let's go to this simplicity time. Now that's now being used by the watch. So if I go back, we should see, there we go. That's my new watch face. So yeah, it looks nice to me though. It defeats the object a bit. I haven't got my activity tracker and all that on there, but like I say, because it's uses the Garmin Connect IQ, you can choose many different faces for the watch and other functions as well that we'll look at in the second video. Let's just go back to this and put it back to digital. It's a really easy watch to navigate as well. There we are, now back to digital. So Garmin Forerunner 235. I'm Tristan from heartratemonitor.co.uk. I've only had the watch for about 2 weeks. I've done a lot of training sessions with it, and yeah, so far I've really enjoyed using it. I will bring the phone in at this stage if it will work for us. The Garmin Connect app is what we'd expect. It's nice and clean and it works exceptionally well. Though the 235, by the way, is a sleep monitor as well. So as well as tracking your daily steps, it monitors the quality of your sleep. So you can zoom in on a particular night, and then you can actually choose a specific day and look at your levels of movement, levels of light sleep, levels of deep sleep. I don't really know what it all means, to be absolutely honest. I'm not something I've really analysed, but the app itself is good. It works very well. It connects all the time. I've certainly not had any problems with it at all. And now I've gone where I don't want to be. There we go. Most of the activities I've done while I've been using the watch have been cycling, sorry. I've done only one run actually. But if we look in cycling, I can go into the activities. And, you know, like most of these apps now, you've got a graph of where we've been. I've even got the weather forecast, calories burnt, exercise time, average speed. I can get graphs, speed graphs, and heart rate graphs, altitude graph, and time in training zones. That would be lap data. I've got this set to auto lap every 5 miles. That's a sort of a technical bullet pointed summary of my ride. And back to the main page. So again, I can go into my running. There's a map of the run, sunshine, pace graph, heart rate graph. You see there's a big dip there. That's genuine actually. That's because I had to stop. I was playing with the watch and my heart rate obviously went down. And this now also includes your running cadence as well, which is great. That's off the watch, not off a footpod. So again, if you're technical and you want to analyse your running cadence, that's included in the 235. Time and zones, That's altitude and timing zones. Okay, so hopefully that's given you a general feel for the front end of the watch, and in the next video we'll look at it actually in action while we're doing a training session. So it's heartratemonitor.co.uk. Please visit our website to watch our reviews. Thank you.